I'm going to share with you 6 ways that you can use calendula flowers. We're harvesting calendula flowers. This is one of the first herbs that we planted and launched us into our herbal business and into farming. And it started with just one little packet of seeds. And so now we're cutting all of these flowers so we can dry them. See, some of them are quite big. And we're just trimming off the tops about right there and adding them to our basket. You can see our flowers in here. We're just going to keep trimming and cutting until we get them all off. Now, so long as you keep cutting the tops off while they're blooming, they will just keep blooming and sending you new blooms. So they come back and come back. They're very, very hardy flowers. Now, if you don't get out in time, they're going to go to seed. See this one here? I haven't been able to get out here in a while. You can see the seeds in there, these little black curly things. Each one of those is a seed. You can grow a new plant with each one of those. You just take this apart. But you can see the little black one right there. That's the seed. And you just plant that and you'll have a whole new set of flowers. So we're just going to let these reseed right here and hopefully they'll just populate and take over. So here you can see another pod that's gone to seed, and that one you could collect the seeds or leave and let it self-reseed. Here, this one here has seeded, and this one is on its way. So you can do one of two things. If you cut this one off, since it's not there yet, it'll start flowering again, because the plant's ultimate goal is to keep itself alive and repopulate. So if you cut this off, it'll flower instead of work on reseeding. This one's on its way, so we'll cut that off. This one, you can see the seed pod is drying. This one's already on its way to seeding, so we probably leave that one. This one is just getting there. You can see there's still petals. So we'll probably cut that one off. Also, you don't want these to get too tall or it just makes a big mess in your garden. You can see here, I trimmed off those seed heads and there's no buds on here. See on these 3, there's no buds on here. And so we're just going to cut that off down low. Like that. There. And that cleans it up a little bit, and then it'll keep growing so long as there's some stems down on the bottom. You can see here there's no buds, so we're going to turn those off. But if you go up here, right there, there's a bud there, so we're going to leave that because that's going to bloom and we'll get another flower off of it. harvesting the calendula out of our little calendula patch. Trying to collect those flowers before they go to seed, which is kind of hard this time of year because it's getting so hot in the dog days of summer. But we collected our calendulas. You can see here in our basket all the flowers that we harvested today. We cut about that many every few days, and so we get more and more calendula flowers. So what do we do with all the calendula? First, I want to share with you why we grow calendula. So I grew up just outside of town, but we didn't do a whole lot of gardening. And I didn't have much gardening experience, but I came across a deal one day online where someone was selling some old seeds that need to be used. And the first ones that I planted were the calendulas. And we had so many calendulas because when you cut them, they come back. And when you cut them, they come back again. That I had to figure out what to do with them. So the very first thing that we made was our calendula salve. And that launched us into our herbal business of making salves and lip balms and ointments and lotions and tea. So we use that salve, which is just like an ointment. We use those for cuts and scrapes and dry skin in place of lotion and all sorts of other skin related issues. When it comes to calendula, it's very helpful to the skin. You can use calendula fresh from the garden, or you can use it dried. Typically, when you use calendula fresh, you pull off some of the petals, and you can use them in cooking and decorating cakes. They're like edible confetti. Calendula can also be used for the digestive tract when taking internally as a tea or a tincture. When you're cooking with calendula, you can use it in your stocks, your soups to turn the broth yellow. So if you're making homemade broth, it doesn't always come out yellow like the store because they use coloring in there. So you can use calendula flowers for that and also get the medicinal properties. I'm going to share with you 6 ways that you can use calendula flowers. 1. In soap. 1. In soap. 2. In lip balm. 3. In infused oil. Number 4. In a tincture. Number 5. Calendula salve. And number 6. In loose leaf tea. Tea. I also have some fun recipes marked from the Nerdy Farm Wives book. We have a recipe for lotion, calendula honey scrub, and calendula whipped coconut butter. And in her new soap making book, she has a calendula soap. Calendula is not only a beautiful flower to plant in the garden, but it's also beneficial to other plants. When used as a companion plant, calendula helps protect against asparagus beetles, tomato worms, and many other insects in the garden. So not only will it help your other garden plants, but it's also medicinal and culinary as well. If you'd like to learn more about calendula and how to grow it from seed and how to plant it in your garden, clear up until harvest and how to preserve it, as well as how to use it in your home, make sure you check out our website, Grow, Create, Sip, where we will walk with you, showing you how to do all those things in your very own home on your own time. Not only will we just do calendula flowers, but a whole entire herb and flower garden, and we'll teach you how to blend tea too. Thanks for joining us down on the farm, and we will see you next time. Welcome to St. Fiacre's Farm. St. Fiacre's Farm.
Fiacre.
Fiacre?
Fiacre?
Fiacre.
We will see you next week.